That's a very good question. And that's something that has become more or less a trend or more or less what programs need over the past at least 10 years. When I applied for residency, that was more or less in its infancy. And I'll tell you what the perspective has been. So, to start off with, I was chief resident, and that's when I really interviewed a lot of candidates, reviewed a lot of applications, sat on rank order list meetings and things like that. And then now I am the director of hematology, and so I review a lot of fellowship applications and again sit on rank order list meetings and things like that. So, I kind of bring that experience and I want to share that with you. So to start off with, I think a lot of programs, want a resident on day one to have a certain basic skill set, right? Programs take residents from at least 185 programs in the United States, right? So when they're taking a resident, they really do not know how much you've been trained, what is your level of exposure, and how would you fit into a program. So they definitely want you to have a basic skill set that they can expect from you and then build on that as you enter the residency program. So I think that's one of the very big reasons for US clinical experience. Now, there are a few more. The other thing being is, I was reviewing applications when I was chief resident, and everyone on their application says like they are from the best medical school in India, they're in the top 10 of their class. You reach a point where you really do not know what to trust and what not to trust. Dean's letters are exceedingly, say wonderful things about the student. And in the US, dean's letters kind of, break it down as to where you are in your class and they're a little more honest. But that's something we have not really felt with letters coming from India. So we really want to level the playing field for everyone. We want them to have rotations in the US and see how they are evaluated by physicians based in the United States. So I think leveling the playing field and being able to better assess students is a very important part of US clinical experience as well. And then something more recently that came up when I was chatting with some of my colleagues who are program directors in smaller programs. A lot of the new programs are private run hospitals, right? So you have patients with good insurances coming into those hospitals. And although technically they are teaching institutions, patients really expect a little better level of care. They want someone who can communicate with them effectively, at least come up with a basic plan, follow up on some basic labs and things like that. And so they want to make sure that the residents they take are also kind of, at that standard where they don't disappoint the patients or upset patients or, get, a negative nowadays you can go on Google and leave a negative feedback and things like that, so they want to make sure that doesn't happen. So that's something I'm seeing more with a lot of the private residency programs that are coming up, that they really want to make sure that their residents are mindful of their patients and treat them from day one with at least some sense of in an appropriate manner.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope that video provided valuable insights for your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And check out our website for details on how we can guide you to a successful match.